It's 4:15. Been up since 3, just in the shop getting orders filled and boxed up and gear put away. We worked till about 9 o'clock last night, cutting orders and just getting shit ready for today. And the whole time I've been thinking about what I was going to come out here and say this morning before I go work out. And I just don't have anything. Like, nothing filled my head. Normally I wake up with it. Normally it normally wakes me up and I get up and do that. I guess just consistency, right? The foundation. I saw an analogy, a little video yesterday, and they were talking about when you're watching a house be built, especially if you're having your own building built or something, you know, it takes a long, long time, and there's nothing there, and there's nothing there, and there's nothing there, and it's dirt work, and it's concrete, and it's just flat. And when they start, it's just, you know, a wreck. There's mud, it rains, and it's just a fucking disaster. But once they start putting the building up, it goes really fast. But it's all that foundation, everything under the building. You can't really go back and fix that after the fact. You can, but it's very expensive, and it's a big mess when it's not done right. And that's that foundation, right? What is your foundation built on? What did you build you on? Did you go to the gym? Or are you built just on a fat tub of lard, right? And you can fix it, but it's easier to carry it with you and add to it than it is to try to rebuild the whole fucking thing. As you get older, you lose muscle mass. And as you get older, it is harder to have that kind of energy, right? So if you take care of yourself when you're young, and you won't hear this, right? If you're 25 listening to this, it doesn't make sense. Even if you think you understand it, until you hit 30 and then 40 and 50, you don't understand it. And by the time you do, it's too late. Move with purpose, put in effort every day, build muscle mass. It deteriorates as you get older. You see men walking around and they say they're 80 years old and they look like they're, 55, 60. That's because they did all that shit early on. You can't fix it. You can start to correct it later on, but it has to be carried with you all the time. And that's that foundation, getting up and working out, getting up and doing the things that maybe you don't want to do them. Maybe they're uncomfortable, right? Nothing worth having is easy. Guys walk around and make it look easy. And you hear people say, you have to work. And the normal person, they don't hear work. They hear painful. They hear, I don't want to do that. It's just their self-talk. You should be excited to get up in the morning. And if you're tired and dragging ass when you get up in the morning, you need a little more sleep, cut out something early, right? Go to bed a little bit earlier. Program yourself. Take whatever you need to take to start making you calm and fall asleep a couple hours earlier. Take a nap in the middle of the day if you need to. A nap isn't 2 hours. 2 hours, that's go to sleep, right? A nap is 15 minutes. Like Jocko, you'll hear him talk about put your feet up, elevate your feet, lay on the ground, sleep 15 minutes, 10 minutes, 5 minutes, little power nap. It'll rejuvenate you. It'll carry you for hours. You can use caffeine, you can use chemicals, you can use things like that, but it's a spike, right? Just like eating a donut. You eat a donut, you have a lot of energy, but then you completely crash. That's that insulin. And you don't want to do that shit. You guys all, everybody listening to this knows what I'm talking about. Everybody knows what they need to do. They just don't want to do it. I'll do it tomorrow. But one day becomes a month, becomes a year, and before you know it, it's 10 years later. And when you're 25, you think you have all the time in the world. But as you get older, that time moves quicker. This year right here has gone so fucking quick. Last year went so quick. From 2019 to right now, it doesn't even seem like it's been a year. Just use your fucking time. Show up, put in the work. You don't need a fucking attaboy for it. You don't need recognition. You're building your foundation. Even if you're working at some place that you fucking hate, you are working towards something and you're teaching yourself how to work. And if you're a fucking shitty employee, you're probably going to be a shitty fucking operator, and you're probably going to be a shitty business owner also. But you have to start moving towards that. That needs to be your goal. Working for other people, that's not your future. You're going to be a slave to that paycheck plantation, as my buddy Evan from Radio Made Easy likes to say. You want to be a slave? You've traded that fucking whip And those chains, for shiny chains and a fucking Mercedes-Benz that looks like every fucking other asshole on your street, and you don't even know those assholes. You don't even know the name of your neighbors. Create something worth having, and the people worth doing it with will show up. Just do what you know is right, do what you believe in, and those people will show up. You don't have to change other people's minds. The correct people will appear. When you have to convince them and mold them and change their mind, it's going to fall apart on you. It's not going to work. My wife and I used to do a podcast called You Married the Wrong Bitch. Number one question we got asked was, how do I get my wife on board? If she's not on board, you're not going to convince her. You got to start with somebody that believes in what you believe in. I'm going to go in here and work out. You guys have a great day. I'll be on Student of the Gun podcast or video live today, this morning, 9 o'clock Central Time. So look for that, SOTG, Student of the Gun, with the Markells.